Hey, I'm Patrick, and this is my review of Ableton Push 3. Ableton sent me the unit for free for the review. They offered me a significant price cut if I want to buy it. So that's it. Why I'm doing this review when everyone else having the review? Well, because I think there are some things which were not mentioned in the other reviews. So let's get into it. The first thing we definitely need to talk about is the startup. So it will take some time, and in the meantime we can talk about the hardware. The hardware is definitely just a little step up from the first and definitely from the second push. They told me that the coating is made from a different material than the first few batches from the second review, because I used to have push 2 and it basically went into gooey mess. All that thing. I had to rub it off with I believe acetone or something like that. It wasn't definitely nice, and I didn't enjoy that, and I sell it even though I was really happy with the unit. They told me that they actually fixed it in the Ableton Push 2 at some point. So yeah, this is definitely at least they told me that it will not happen. It will not rubberize again or melt. So you saw how quick it was. I think it's all right. Like, there is it can be much worse. I mean, the startup. More about the build quality. I definitely see some issues. The Push 2 wasn't perfect neither, but this is significantly more expensive. So first of all, knobs. I'm kinda a knob enthusiast. This one, actually, my unit, all the knobs has absolutely the same resistance, which is nice, because the unit I had before, I mean the Push 2, there was definitely some problem with the knob resistance. Maybe you can say, oh come on, it's just a minor thing, but it was getting worse in my 4 years with the unit. And you know, you paid a lot of money. You know, I'm from Czech Republic. We are not as like, these things are expensive for us in the east of Europe. So yeah, these are definitely really nice. All these buttons are, maybe you can hear it. They are slightly different, in my opinion, from the Push 2. They're really tough to press. More tough than the Push 2. I think they're all right. They feel kind of premium, but I would like to have them a little bit less tough. But that's definitely only my opinion. You know, it doesn't represent anything like very scientific, yeah. But what is definitely a thing in at least my unit is that the buttons are sometimes not aligned very precisely. Like, you can see it here. This part of the button is slightly higher, and this part is like flush with the surface of the unit. Again, you know, it's very minor thing, and you can say I'm cherry picking the problems here, but you know, it's still 1,000 euros, and I think if you are buying something like that, you would like to know how the unit is built. The other knobs, which are also clicky, are like very high premium quality. I definitely like them. I cannot say a bad thing about it. All the rest of the buttons, like the feel is really nice. This arrow is a little bit, again, it's a bit of on a stiff size. I don't hate it. I can imagine it will get loose a little during the lifespan of the unit, but it's definitely something. Maybe you're a snob, a button snob, like a lot of people these days are. There are definitely some things I don't really understand why they are doing it. They probably have a reason why it is like it is. For instance, when I want to add something, I can select stuff with this knob. I can also do it with this knob. I cannot. Well, cool thing is when I push to the right, it will go to the bottom. When I push to the left, it will go to the top. That's a really nice thing. But I cannot select stuff when I move the knob here. I always have to press it. Which is weird, because if you want to go back, you can actually just do this and you're back. So maybe there is a reason. I just didn't find out. I think it can be like this button can serve a purpose, like a secondary option button or something like that. I think I actually saw it somewhere when I was playing with it yesterday, but I have no idea where it is now. And I just figured out that I have this thing on me because I was having a workshop just a few hours ago. Well, yeah. So what else I would like to talk about? I saw a video where one woman was playing with the unit and she was singing. At least there was a mentioning that she was using the input on the device for the microphone. I am using this Shure. Maybe it's. I don't think that microphone is particularly hard to drive, but it's sounding horrible. Like maybe my microphone broke down because it's very old microphone. Maybe there is something else. The microphone input definitely doesn't sound good. Like, it's usable, but it doesn't sound good. That's what I'm trying to say. And I think if you want to sync through the Ableton Push, which is like what I want to do, you definitely need like preamp or something like that. You cannot just use the microphone and the input here. You already saw like what you can do with the MP keyboard. Well, this, yeah. It's really cool. I think it's one of the coolest things I ever had in front of me in terms of electronic music and MPE. I used to have several different MPE products, and I must say playing MPE was really, really difficult. Ableton told me, the guys from Ableton told me that basically every of the pad is basically like it works like a small touch screen. So when you put your finger somewhere, it will zero out. So like if I put my finger here, that's the the middle of the pad is 0, so I can do whoop. But it will always, like, every time when you put your finger somewhere, it will zero out on the point where you are touching the finger, where you're touching the pad. So now the 0 is like in the right corner. So, but it's not working. You see that I had some problem because I touched this pad, so it stopped the pitch bend. It can, like, it's definitely not perfect. Every instrument needs you need to practice it, and you need to practice the play on it to really to don't make mistakes like that. But just that little thing it's really great, actually. Like, you can actually play MPE. Like, I used to have Medusa from Polyend, and it was a beautiful piece of hardware. I really loved the sound, but playing the MPE was really hard, really difficult for me. I am not a keyboardist, and I'm definitely not a player. But yeah, it was hard. This is much easier. Like, Like, great job, Ableton. I really love it. What else? Talking about bugs, I find out that there are actually several bugs in the firmware which is running right now. You can see, well, it's calling to the motherland. I have the latest firmware, latest software. There are some bugs. There are nothing like game breaking, let's say. The bugs I stop upon. They were usually in the terms of, like screen get blacked, and when I clicked something, it will get back on. Sometimes there was some like very minor sound glitches, but I need to mention that these sound glitches were when the CPU was, there was a lot of going on. Well, we can try to duplicate several of these, and we will see how it will work for the live playing. Let's say for the live play. Oh no, sorry. So let's. Yeah. So let's duplicate it. So right now we have 14, 20. But you can see, like, it's starting to be a bit of a sluggish. Yeah, it's starting to be a little bit sluggish, but it's still usable. Yeah. Well, yeah, but it still works. Like, I think I can do more of it, just for the lols. Let's say, yeah, these are all running, so they are definitely making some music. Yeah. So let's make more of that. But you can see, like, yeah. So duplicate. It's still very much, but they're not running. Yeah, they're like you can see there is some sluggishness, but it's still playing. Let's try to add one more device, one more MIDI track, and something we can actually hear. Let's say lead. Let's say this. How long it will take? It was pretty fast. I'm not sure if you can hear the sound. Maybe I can put it a little bit higher. I think I can add audio device. Utility, and put like like the latency is still. I cannot hear basically anything significant. Yeah, whew. No, it's sounded horrible. But the point I wanted to make was that it definitely has a lot of power to do a lot of stuff. Yeah, of course, I was using only like one preset, and it was how many of the? It was 30 different tracks with like running polyphonic preset on the wavetable. Was it actually polyphonic? Is it polyphonic? Okay, it wasn't polyphonic, it was monophonic. It doesn't change the fact that it was 30 different channels of audio, and one more at the end, which was still, yeah, like the latency isn't really there. I wonder what will happen if we'll start to add a bunch of effects. Let's try it now. Yeah, when we are talking about presets, about the effects, there are some missing from the standalone version of the push tree. One I really miss is convolution reverb from the Max for Live library. I don't know why it's not there, because it should be running Max for Live, at least in some degree. I was trying to beam some of my samples and presets in Max for Live. Some are working, some are not. Stuff like mutable instruments, clouds running in Max for Live isn't. It tells you right away that there is something wrong. I can show you. Well, it's devices and use the library, and here is a play, not mutable, this one, and it will, what? Yeah, but nothing is happening. But weird thing is that before it told me that there is something missing in the unit, like, you know, some library of sort. And it wasn't able to load, which is okay, like, but it's not doing anything. Maybe if we add, here it is. This is the content missing or matchups. Yeah, so there are definitely stuff which are not. There is definitely stuff which is not working. This is one of this. Well, we can do something else. Like I can definitely put there. Well, sorry, I totally ran away. Well, convolution reverb. You don't have convolution reverb, but you have a hybrid reverb, which actually has a convolution, you know, part of it, and it's running in Ableton, in Push. So I don't understand why. Convolution reverb is one of my most favorite thing. Maybe because there will be like, it will be masked to load the ERs, which would be really cool. Unfortunately, it's not possible at the moment. Speaking about possibilities, I mentioned that I beamed over Wi-Fi bunch of stuff into the unit itself. I have pretty beefy Wi-Fi here, like the like Wi-Fi 6E, I believe it is. You know, my MacBook is running like the maximum speed it can, because I have like storage over the Wi-Fi here. And sending, I think it was. Let's have a look how much. So it was around 3 gigabytes, and it took like 2 minutes, something like that. Like it's definitely not something you have to think about, like when you're beaming stuff like that there. Well, also the percentage of the battery. it was 70, around 80% when we started to when I started to work on this video. I'm recording 27 minutes now, but I was doing a bunch of shit with that, so it's probably running around hour and a half, and I was doing a lot of stuff with it. So the battery life is definitely not great, but I think if it will last 2 hours, which it looks like it will, it's, at least for me, it's more than enough. Okay, enough of that gibberish I'm trying to do here. Let's turn off the unit. I will bring some clothes and let's look inside, because I think we will find something very interesting there. So yeah, let's do it. Turn off. Don't save. It wasn't really anything special. Yeah, and I will bring something to put the push on. So the unit is turned off. I will put everything out of the unit. I will put this away. So why I'm putting this blanket there? Well, because I don't want to damage, I will put this away. Because I don't want to damage the knobs and everything there. So that's why I'm doing it. Well, from the opposite side, you can definitely see a chunky heatsink. It's a little bit warm, like nothing, you know, like it's warmer. I think it can be like 40 degrees, 35, something like that. It's definitely not hot. It's warm. Yeah. So let's do it. Let's look inside the unit and why I'm doing this. Well, basically, when I was looking into the manual and stuff like that, I saw that it's running on the Intel NUC. It's running on the Intel NUC, which is great in my own opinion, because they will be able to offer us different upgrades for it. But I think you should be able to do one upgrade already, and that upgrade is actually okay. So we can see that this thing actually doesn't have to go from the unit. This thing is just a no, it's not a paste, it's a pad, thermal pad. So let's put it back, I guess. Well, so here is definitely the CPU, so that's why it's here. I was actually hoping that under that thing will be, you know, like that you will be like able to take it off and just, you know, look inside. But when I'm thinking about it now, it definitely makes sense, because when they are making only the MIDI version of it, well, you obviously have to have a backplate. So yeah, this, I'm just stupid. Okay, so let's put this back. Ableton told me that when they will be doing the upgrade kit, it will be user upgradable. So doing this, I should not avoid the warranty. At least that's the, you know, that's the theory. I did not ask anyone if I can do it, because we have a saying in Czech, like, who is asking too much will get too much answers. And sometimes you don't want to get answers, especially if it's something about something you really want to do. Well, so far, what is really great is that every of the screws are the same length, which is great in my book. Like, thank you, Mr. Ableton. Also, there is no glue on the screws. Sometimes you can see on some other, like, you know, electronics that there is like blue or white goo. It's actually glue, and they're using it because they will see if you open the unit. Well, I guess Ableton will see if I open the unit because they will see the video. I guess, probably. I will definitely send them the video because why not? I wonder if someone else is doing stuff like that. Actually, when I started a YouTube thing, like it's like 8 years ago or something, I am not putting any content at all basically now. But the way how I started to, like, let's say, collaborate with Ableton in a way was that with my friend, we took a Ableton Push 2 and we completely disassembled it, and we were making like stuff like that. It was kind of weird, the thing we were doing, because we were like, well, now you can see the unit from the back. It's definitely not like that easy to take apart. Maybe I can do this. It feels that I have to take these screws off also. But I think there was another screw here, so we'll see. And these screws are also the same length. No, they are different. They are different. Okay, so watch out, guys, when you will be doing stuff like that. These screws are different, but like just 2 different screws. That's pretty cool. That's pretty nice. I definitely don't want to destroy anything. Like, it's a 2,000 euros thing. Yeah, there's definitely another screw. Definitely another one. Okay, well, okay, so now it's 3 different screws, which is still all right. I think there is not that many screws. Yeah. So let's take it off. Yeah, there is another screw. There is another screw. And this one, yeah, it's still the same thing. I have to put it somewhere else. I don't have enough space. Alright, yeah, it feels like it will go. Yeah. Alright, so I was hoping for something a little bit more interesting. Well, what do we see here? What we see here is a full-sized NVMe drive. Well, this thing just got a little bit... Yeah. No, it's better. So, this thing, I will not take it off like all the way. I'm not doing this crazy stuff anymore. Well, basically, you can definitely take out the SSD. Like, it's pretty obvious. Okay, let's do it. Well, it's... Huh. Great. So, it looks like absolutely normal SSD. It's a like Gen 4, Gen 3, sorry, Gen 3 4 lanes. So that means that these SSD should be pretty cheap, not that expensive. will I actually, upgrade it? No. Sorry, my camera is dying. No, it's not. Will I upgrade it? No, I think 256 gigs is more than enough. But I don't think it's something like you should not do. Like if you have a reader, for these SSDs, it should be possible. I'm not saying it cannot be like there. Maybe there is something maybe it's locked in a way, in some way, but it looks like it's a absolutely normal SSD, NVMe drive. Sorry. So let's put it back. There you go. So yeah, this thing is probably battery, I guess. Oh yeah, here's a screw. It shows. So the battery here, do I see how big it is? By the way, really cool thing is that most of the stuff is it's basically like custom built, which is significantly more expensive. So that's probably why it is so expensive. Whoop. So is it another different screw? Yeah, it is another different screw. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 different screws. And yeah, this is definitely a battery. It's pretty thin, like you can see. It's pretty thin. It's 3,800 milliamps, 48 watt hours, which is more interesting number. 40 watt hours. Yeah. Well, I was kind of hoping that it will be possible, just there will be like some kind of compartment, and you will be able to buy a different battery and just put it there. It's definitely not possible, because this is custom built just for them. At least I think it's custom built. Maybe they are. Maybe you can buy battery like that, but. I have never saw something like that. So yeah, and here is the NUC itself. You can see there is another thermal pad. So basically all the heat is coming from this heat spreader to the first to the first backplate, and then from the backplate it goes back to this thing. Like, to be honest, I think it's enough. Like, yeah, it's enough. It's enough. Well, okay. When we are in it, I will also take out the NUC itself, because why not? I guess why not? When we are in it, is it the right screwdriver? Yeah. I should not destroy anything. If I will destroy it, you should hit the like button if I will destroy anything, because it will be expensive. Well, what we see here now is these cables are running somewhere, I guess, to this unit, which is probably is definitely are there some? Oh, okay, it's for the movable knob. I was thinking it's maybe it's like a Bluetooth or Wi-Fi module. It's probably not. No, they are probably somewhere else. All right, so I have no idea. Oh. All right. So yeah, well, this is the computer. It's cool, right? This is the whole computer, and shit, I think I hope I didn't broke it. No, probably not. Well, I kind of wonder how easy it will be for people to just to install it, because some of the like these connector, if I'm not wrong, it can be like it will be finicky to put it back there. I hope that it will work. Well, it shouldn't be that hard. It should be kind of hard to destroy it by the look of the connector, but I definitely have a hard time to put it back. I guess these cables and the Wi-Fi is maybe already. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, okay. I see what they're doing. Basically, these are the antennas. These little guys are the antennas, and you will probably just put it there and put it back and put this there. So it should be pretty easy to install, actually. Yeah. You can see how how I'm like moving. Oh, maybe we can take it. Oh, yeah. This is the antenna. So yeah. So probably I should be able to do the same thing with this. Maybe. This little guy doesn't want to go that easy. Yeah. Well. So yeah, these antennas, Wi-Fi antenna here, and Wi-Fi antenna. Sorry, oh, both are Wi-Fi antennas actually. 4 to 5 gigahertz, so it means that it runs 5 gigahertz. I did not check the specs actually. So when they're saying it's running 5 gigahertz, it's running 5 gigahertz, I guess. Yeah, the NUC itself, it's so small. I will not taking this away, but you can see it's basically big as a RAM, like SODIMM RAM, or at least that's when I had a computer. Ah, it's there. It should be there. So I think the right way how to do it is to put the module first. Yeah, like that. Align these cables. Yeah, nice. Yep. So yeah, well, yeah, so that's it. It's you see the computer is really small. I'm not sure if I'm almost sure that you cannot buy this module just like that. Like, it's not a proprietary. It's not something custom made, but I think you have to be a company to buy stuff like that or have some sort of business. But otherwise, everything else seems like a custom build. And that's why it is so expensive, because it's custom built. Yeah, good job, Ableton. I really like it. I really like a lot of stuff about it, and I believe that they will change. It will develop a lot, because basically right now they're not doing much with the USB, but I think they will do. There is basically no reason not to use the USB for the audio interface or the file transferring. I really want to try like push 1 connected to the push 3. Oh, you know what? I will put it back together. And actually, I have a not Ableton. I have a Poo Launchpad Mini, so we will see how it will work. Well, I must admit, I get kind of scared because when I was putting it back together, I have cat hair everywhere. I was turning it off before putting it back together all the way, and it took a lot of time to boot, like a lot of time. We will see how it will do now. Maybe it was because I did not put the heatsink back, but it should not get that hot that fast. Well, we will see how it will run now. Yeah, I think it's much faster this time. Because well, when it's doing this, yeah, it's much faster. Like it was like good 3 minutes. Now it was like 30 seconds, something like that. Yeah, it works immediately. Good. It was kind of scary. It was kind of scary, I must say. Yeah. Does it work? Well, it cannot work because there is no. So let's put some sound. Let's do some ambient. Ambient of dread. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to put there. Yeah, it's definitely dreading. Okay, so it works. Well, maybe I will do a different sound because I. Just wait a minute. I really want to be sure that it's working. Why I'm doing this stuff like that to me? Okay. MPE. Yeah. MPE. This one sounds really nice. Yeah, it sounds has it. Yeah. If you can see, oh sorry, I think this is a microphone in a way. Yeah, no. If you can see, it's actually a lot of fun already. Well, yeah, it's... Oh my god, it's a lot of fun. I definitely like it a lot. Yeah, I wanted to try the... This little guy. Do I have some USB here? Oh yeah. No, it's a micro USB. I need a USB-C. Where is my USB-C? USB-C. USB-C. Come on, guys, show up. I do not have any USB-C at all. Ugh. No. No. That's all. I am totally destroying my setup, which I hate, but I am doing it for science, right? So, yeah, so this goes here, this goes there, and, well, what I wonder is if it will actually detect that it's running Ableton. It definitely, well, session. Well, it seems that yeah, it's actually well, I don't know why I'm so surprised when it's literally running Ableton, but that means that you should be able to have an Ableton 2, Ableton Push 2, and Ableton Push 3. Connect them together and do, you know, some really cool stuff, I think, because yeah, I can, you know, like do solo, like it's definitely doing stuff here. So I guess yeah, well, that was everything I think I was able to do with that because yeah, maybe will it like move when I be in this? Will it move like that? No, it's not. Well, yeah. So, but it will definitely play a different different row of the thing. Yeah, so it works. Ableton, like Abletonception, pushception, confirmed. So what we learned today? Well, I think Ableton Push 3 is a really nice hardware. There are some minor bugs, some stuff about the build quality is not actually totally perfect. Like this is all plastic, as you can see. There are definitely a lot of metal. There is definitely a lot of metal. This thing around the is it called brim? In English, I have no idea. It's definitely a plastic, so I guess the top is also plastic. Which is alright, you know, I'm kind of fan of aluminum. It's much better for environment. You can recycle it. Anyway, it's really cool what Ableton is doing. I applause, big applause. I applause. My English, sorry guys. Well, I applaud to Ableton that doing something like that, because I think it's great for the environment, for the sustainability of the unit itself. I'm a big fan of Ableton, like for many years. I think what they are doing, they are doing it great. I really like what instruments they are building. I really like. I bought the first push like the minute it was available. I think I was one of the first in Czech Republic. Same thing with the push 2, and now with push 3. So you can kind of call me a fan. Yeah. So yeah, great unit. It's really fun to play with it. All the integration is extraordinary. I am using this word, like the integration of the hardware and the software, the way how it all works together, it's top notch. Like there's anything like that anywhere. Like there is no competition for the push 3 now. I think they are kinda showing middle finger to Akai, which I am still a big fan of. I really like the MPC, but I really don't like what they are doing right now. So yeah, so this is it. Thank you for being here with me. It was 43 minutes, something like that, so it will be around 40 minutes. Thank you a lot. If you want to see more content like that, subscribe. This channel is bilingual. YouTube tutorials and stuff like that will be or are in Czech, stuff like that, which is I think more suitable for the broader audience, will be in my broken English. So yeah, thank you a lot. Have a nice day or evening and whatever, and goodbye.